everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I am doing test runs like crazy, trying to see whether or not, oh my gosh, it actually worked this time. Um, let's see. Hold on. Yep, it's popping up everywhere. All right. So earlier this evening, I came on here and I was like, "Hey guys, how you doing? Hello, 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 hello." Doing my normal hi, right? That was earlier tonight. So I think I got it. I'm live right now. I think I got it. Oh my God. Okay, so my name's Yolanda Poe, and I am doing a interview on September, February the 13th at 9 p.m. Right. So I decided to use a different platform that I've never used before, so I can live stream on several different stations. I'm on YouTube. I'm on. Oh my God, there's another one. I'm also on Facebook, and there's one other. I can't think of the name of it right now. But I had did a whole 30 minutes, y'all, right? Whole 30 minutes talking. Hey, I'm excited to see you. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Guys, I'm writing a book. Guys, and I'm doing all this talking, right? It wasn't even live. All right, so here I am. I'm live now. This is where I'm at. Um, excuse me. I do not know whether or not, um, or when I'll be able to actually see any comments, if any are on here. But I promise you that if there are comments that you would like to make, please feel free. Please, please, please type them in the Facebook. Again, this is a new platform for me. So let me tell you what the tea is. So the tea is this. The young ladies asked me, well, one young lady asked me to go live and she wanted to do an interview. So first she goes, I want to do an interview with somebody. What do you think? So I said, do you want to do it with me? And she said, sure. So I said, okay, cool. So then I mentioned it to one of my girlfriends and they were like, yes, I want to be a part of it. So I'm like, okay. So I took the liberty of creating a flyer so you guys can have it. I will be on here every night at 9. Now, I know you like, sis, it's 10:30. You can't tell time. I can so too. I was on here. I was trying to be on here at 9 tonight. Didn't work. Then I got him on 9:30 and it's recorded, but I don't know how to get the recording onto here. Listen, don't judge me. Don't judge me at all. The beauty of being me is that I am not always starched and iron. I have wrinkles and I do not use spray starch. Did I just date myself? I probably did. So at this point, what I want to do is to allow you guys to get to know me all over again. Some of you have seen me in the past and know me from the past and stepped into my now, and you know my history. I am a survivor of domestic violence. I want to say 6 years ago is what I want to say. I'm not quite sure because I've been like coolant for 5, so I think it's actually been 6 years since I have been free from my last domestic violence situation, and I did live streaming for like a year and some change. I've done like 4 books. And since then, I am engaged. I think I came on a couple of times, and if you're like close, but not so close, but close people with me, you've heard me talk about my David. You heard me talk about how much I love him and how, we're getting married one day. Well, we are getting married one day. We have a date. The date is September 29th, and I am super, super excited. So this segment of my life is the other side of victory. Before I was a survivor of domestic violence, I am no longer a survivor of domestic violence. I'm on the other side of victory. And my job is to assist women to get to this side of victory with me. So what I am proposing to do is that if you work with me, I will stay with you. Whenever you need me, I will be available and we will work through this thing together. I have gone through 4.5 years of therapy. I have absolutely no problem with bringing that to the forefront. I believe that if you bring the enemy all of your mess and sort it out before God, it is no longer mess. It is a testimony. The devil cannot shoot you down on something that you've already told. He can't put you on Front Street on something you've already put on Front Street. So I delight in saying, if you want to know about me, Google me. Hit me up on Facebook. Just type in my name. There's a whole bunch of stuff that comes down. It gives you an idea of who I am and where I came from. And then it'll help you understand where I am now. So let me tell you about my now. So, wow, a couple months ago, young lady by the name of Sabrina Mentz, friend on Facebook, friend from Impact Your World Christian Center, she asked me to do a class on intercessory prayer. And it was so cute the way she asked, because it was almost like she didn't know whether or not I was going to say yes, because my schedule's so goofy. So I hemmed and hawed within myself, and I was like, of course I'll do it. But I have not done any type of ministry really for real since I've been out. I identify as Prophetess Yolanda Poe. I identify as the intercessor, the prayer warrior, the wilderness warrior. I identify as all of those, and them, teacher. I am all of those things, and I had not operated in any of them for years. I am an introvert by nature, so the last place I want to be is in the limelight. But it seems as though that this is where God wants me to be. So ta-da! Here I am, in all of His glory. So I wrote this book. Oh, I'm writing this book. And the book is coming from the class that I taught, intercessory prayer. So there's like 10 weeks of it, I believe, that I did. There was 14, I believe, in it. And 4 of them, my niece, Altavis Peltzer, did the last 4. But in doing that, I did not write the book as I was doing the class. So now I am writing the book. What I'm going to do with you, and it's not going to be tonight, because I'm just going to let this be an introductory night. Like, what's the tea? The tea is this, is that your girl is back. I'm back, and I've got fire, and I've got word for you. I'm going to be reading segments of the book. We will be talking about segments of the book. We will be talking about what does it look like when you're coming out of crazy and going into your place of peace. These are things that we're going to be talking about, and not necessarily just on the topic of domestic violence, but it'll be skimming along the edges, because the real tea, the tea when we, the big cup of tea with the really cool honey and the tea of your flavor, and you're leaning back in your favorite little fuzzy slippers, that's February 13th at 9 p.m. But for now, we're just going to be tapping around the edges of it and defining that thing. There are diamonds within you. And what we're going to do is chip away at the rock to get to it, so we can clean it up, shine it up, and deliver it to people. The reason why we as abused people that have been abused, the reason why we put up with what we put up with is because we don't realize our worth. I'll say it again. We don't realize our worth. And when you realize your worth, you don't tolerate nothing. You don't tolerate anything but the best. And it's okay. If you're not where you should be, listen, boo, that's because you're not supposed to be there right now. And it's all right. We are going to get there together. We are going to get there together. I am going to help you find you. There is victory on the other side of you're not pretty enough. You're not tall enough. You're not thin enough. You're not fat enough. There's a victory on the other side of somebody snatching your car and taking it all day and not coming back. And when they do come back, they come back with a small amount of gas and tell you, yo, be careful with that, because that's all me. There's victory on the other side of that. There's victory on the other side of being choked and your clothes being ripped off and you being raped. There is victory on the other side of that madness. There's victory on the other side when somebody says that you are less than what you are, where they say, I wish you were like so-and-so because that would be cool. There's victory on the other side of that. There's victory on the other side of being snatched and shook in the middle of the night. There's victory on the other side of that. Do not give up. God promises to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could ask, but most importantly, even think. In the book that I'm writing, and it's so funny because I'm flying through everything and I'm looking at the minutes as they're tapping away. But in the book that I started, one of the things that I say in the beginning of the book is when you wake up in the morning, there should be um, don't want to use the word ritual because I don't like that. But there should be protocol, a way that you get up. When you get up in the morning, the enemy should know that you mean business. When you get up in the morning, when you open your eyes, Ephesians 6 should be what's on your mind. So what we're going to do right now is, I think I still have it up from when I was reading earlier when nobody here but me and Jesus. It is recorded, so I may put it up as soon as I figure out how. Don't judge me. We'll do that. So Ephesians 6:11 starts this. And I encourage people to do this only because like it kind of sets your mind. A person that has no order has no peace. You have no real peace when you have no order. So God will order your steps if you would let him. So when you get up in the morning and most people, you get up and I don't know, you may go to the bathroom and then you wash your face and you brush your teeth and then you may turn the shower on. Those steps, you're ordering those steps. You're preparing your day. But I'm suggesting that you do this. Put on the full armor of God. I suggest that you put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. That means I'm not fighting against you, boo. Whatever it is that you think that you're going to throw at me, it's not you. And I recognize that. All that negativity and all that foolishness, I realize that it's not you. How do I know? Because it's in the word. I'm going to keep reading. But we're fighting against principalities, against powers, and against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take upon the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all, to stand. Stand ye therefore with your loins girded about with truth, having the breastplate of righteousness, hard your heart, boo-boos, and your feet shod with the preparation of peace, preparation of the gospel of peace, walking in a peaceful nature. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you should be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked, which is the word of God. You need to carry that thing. Take the helmet of salvation, guard your mind, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, to be able to fight against the enemy. These are the things that are needed. Praying always with all prayers and supplication in the Spirit, and watching therefore unto all with the perseverance. I can say it earlier either. Perseverance and supplication for all saints. So what I did is I suggested to the ladies that they start their day like that. This is first thing in the morning. When you go, I get up, I shower, and then I go to my prayer closet. It's a special place that I go to talk to God. Now, of course, I talk to him all over the place, wherever, because that's my heart. But there's a special place that I go that I meet with him. It's almost like I know when we have family meetings, there's a special place that we go. When David and I talk, there's a special place that I like to be when we hold those conversations. It keeps everything kind of isolated and it keeps it special. No big eyes, no little U's, just a place where we can meet. I think that's really important. It's almost like when you're dealing with God, it's like a date, if you will, because you're allowing yourself to go into a special place that you have never been before. When you first start, it's fresh, it's new, it's private. You can take your deepest, darkest secrets there, and he's there with you, and nobody else knows but you. It's you and him against the world. There's a song, and I can't sing it because I don't know if you noticed, but I'm hoarse. But the words are, there is a quiet place where I can talk to the Lord. And that quiet place is hidden in my heart. That says that quiet place is close by. It's not far away. And he hears us when we pray. Yes, and that quiet place is hidden in our hearts. So you can go to this quiet area and talk to God. And he'd be there with you and he hear you. And there's nothing like being able to be in a room with your significant other, that one that you trust. You trust with where all of your demons lie and where all of your skeletons are hidden, where you can go in and just be naked before him, because you know that he's going to take care of you and that he's going to be there. I encourage you to find your self a place where you can talk to God, a place where you can relax, a place where you can prepare for your day. So you get up, you do your Ephesians 6, reading about putting on the full armor of God. You go find yourself a place to pray, a place to talk to God. You do that. And then after you do that, you take a deep breath and you prepare for your day. And I guarantee you everything's going to be a heck of a lot better. So tomorrow, I want you to declare and decree that, say today will be a good day. And even if the day starts to look a little wonky, today is a good day. I declare and I decree. You stand on that. Don't let that thing go. Because the his job is to steal your gift. He don't care too much about you. It's what you can do with what you got is what he's concerned with. Okay, so I want you to set your mind tomorrow for perfection. Perfection in areas where you normally don't see peace. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal day. I call it, I decree it. It is. If it's raining, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a beautiful day. If people are acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, it's going to be a beautiful day. Because the truth is that there's a lot of power in you. There's a lot of strength in you. And because I am who I am, if you will let me, I will bring you to the other side of victory with me. For those of you that are suffering in abuse right now, or trying to find a way out, trying to find the confidence to do so, I want you to do me a huge favor and send me a message in Messenger. I haven't set up a profile yet to be contacted. I'm getting ready to work on that. But I want you to contact me. If you need someone to talk to, I need you to contact me. I don't want you to go through this alone, because you don't have to. I went through it alone, feeling embarrassed because I had people say, how you end up with her? You educated? You speak pretty good, pretty well. How you end up with her? You used to be a minister. What's going on with you? And I was embarrassed because when I looked at where I was like, how did I end up here? And you know how I ended up there, friends? I ended up there because I lost my mother, my father, and 4 other people that I loved, all in 4 months. And I felt alone and I felt abandoned and I didn't want to lose anything else. So I got in a relationship. And even though the relationship wasn't a good relationship and it was toxic, I fought to keep it because I had lost everything. I didn't understand my wealth because I was so busy suffering that I didn't realize that Yolanda is worth a lot. And Yolanda doesn't have to put up with anything that Yolanda doesn't want to. I don't have to date whoever somebody thinks I should be dating. I don't have to date a person that's doing something that I don't like. I don't like what they're doing. I can walk away and it's okay because I'm valuable. And I realize that I can have what I say, and I can say what I want, and I can, based on the word, walk in victory. I know that now. But before, I did not know that and did not stand on that. So I tolerated a lot of stuff. I don't tolerate what I don't want to be bothered with. Please, not now. God has been too good. And that is where I want you to be. forgetting those things which are behind you and reaching for all of that good stuff that's in front of you. And together, we're going to make that thing pop. Okay? I think we can agree on that. Listen, I'm not staying on here much longer. I'm getting ready to pop off. But I will be here tomorrow at 9 p.m. I will be here tomorrow at 9 p.m. I now know how to go live. So I will be here tomorrow live, 9 p.m. I really would love if you would tell some folk to come visit. Tell some folk to come visit. Um, hey, if it is feasible, we might even be able to go live together. How about that? So eventually, so contact me in Messenger. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's see if there's something that we can lay on the table, and see what's going on. This segment is going to be entitled "From Hell to Victory," but because I was struggling so much to get the thing together, I just put "What's the tea?" because that's the other piece of it. What's the tea? Um, and this is all the segue to February the 13th, which is from hell to victory. And it's from two versions, from being married in abuse and being single in abuse. And one would say abuse is abuse. And it has a bit of a different twist to some, more so than it has the other. The legalities are, they may be a little different than what they are when you're single and when you're married. It may be a little bit because when you're single, you can pretty much walk away from anything, and if you don't have any ties, and you walk. When you're married, not so much. And we're gonna tap into that February 13th. But until then, it's been a pleasure to see you guys. I am so excited. I can't believe that I am this excited that we are back together. So tell folk the Wilderness Warrior is back. Miss Thing is here. I will work on, I think, let me see something really fast before, oops, I just closed out. Not going to wear. I want to see really fast if there's a way that I can see you guys in this good live. And no, there's like, I don't know if there's anybody that can put a comment in later. Do that. I want to see if I can see it, so I can see if I can address any questions or concerns you may have. Again, this is a brand new platform that I'm on. Never been on it before. It allows me to go on several different, using several different avenues. So put some in there. Let me see if I can communicate while chatting. You guys have a phenomenal evening. Remember, you are amazing. You are powerful. You are insightful. You are creative. You are unique. Walk in it. It belongs to you. You have a pleasant evening. Again, I'm Yolanda Poe, and I have been your host for this evening. And talk to you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Toodles. Bye. This time, I think it's recorded. Bye.